There you go. We'll see if the mayor is going to join us today. Or if we send somebody else to join us. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. But we don't find out. All of us at the same time, apparently. Yes, sir. Yeah, you can. That could indeed work. Good morning, Facebook Live. I'm Allie Taylor. We're supposed to have the mayor on. He has not joined me yet, but that doesn't mean that he won't. He's a very busy man. So, we will see. And if he can't, then I'm sure that he'll reschedule with us, or we'll just catch him next month. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them right there in the comments. I might have to call in T-Rail to help me out if the mayor doesn't come in. We're gonna give him a good solid 5 seconds. We're not just gonna be like, well, he didn't show up and I'm gonna. KLEK 102.5 FM. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Allie Tabor, and welcome to Community Conversations. It's funny, as we speak, Mayor Copenhaver is actually connecting. We've been having some technical difficulties this morning with our Zoom, but it seems like the mayor is on there. I can see him.
Here we are. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too. This is fantastic. Things are working out right now.
There we go.
Always a good thing. Good morning, Mayor Copenhaver.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Oh, one day at a time, but life is good.
That's fantastic. So tell us what's going on right now.
You know, we've got a lot going on, and as the summer is approaching, I'm really excited about it from the standpoint of we know it's going to get hot, but I'm enjoying these, hopefully in next week or two, that the weather will be nice for everybody to get out and really engage themselves in our community. So in saying that, we had a lot last night go on at City Council from the standpoint of additional adjustments that we made in some pay for some of our city employees, which is key. And I'm always looking for ways to equip our employees and provide them, the ability to remain in our city and work for us for a long period of time. And so their commitment to our community is really vital. And so we need to take care of them as well. So we passed some adjustments last night for some of the employees that we said we would address last year, and we did it. So I'm real proud of that. And then we discussed, we got through council last night, the request to ask for a low emissions grant opportunity for hybrid vehicles that would serve our jet system. And so we have to look to the future, and we have to look for opportunity. And as our fleet is aging, which is some are diesel and gasoline, the expenses are higher. They're outdated. Our seats are wearing out. Our equipment are wearing out. So the opportunity for a hybrid, which is actually a mix between electric and fuel allows us some flexibility. And so there's some grant opportunities out there that we can need to try to take advantage of, because that would help us 4-to-1 match basically on our money. So we could get 4 or 5 vehicles compared to just purchasing 1 or 2. So that's what we applied for last night. So I'm blessed that council put that through so we can at least apply for it. And then I just talked with my grants coordinator this morning, Ms. Burkett, and we are in the process of finalizing the initial stages for our JETS grant that we received a couple months ago that allows for more bus stops in our community. So 47 of our bus stops, most utilized bus stops in the city of Jonesboro, will now be covered. They will have Wi-Fi, they'll be ADA compliant, and they'll be uniform and really nice looking. And we want to provide safety as well from the elements for those that are waiting for our jet system. So we've got a lot going on, and those are just a few things.
I would love to hear it. I looked at the City of Jonesboro's page earlier, and I saw that you recently spoke with seniors at Central Baptist Life Center.
You know, that's what I really enjoy doing, as well as engaging myself with the community. And so seniors, we have a growing population of seniors, and one of these days I'm not too far from it. But you know, in listening to their concerns and what they're interested in, it's very interesting. You know, they want the ability to get out and walk and feel safe when they do, and they want the ability to swim. I thought that was really unique. They would like a facility that they can do like a Silver Sneakers type program, or at least have the ability to swim and exercise their bodies as they continue to age, which is very healthy exercise. So we talked about the progression of the service, the new facility that we're rendering up for the community with the 2% sales initiative, and how that's progressing forward, and possibly what that will include. So again, they were concerned that and I am too, the loss of the mall has given us an empty hole when it comes to the ability for senior citizens to have an indoor safe facility for them to walk. And that's what our mall used to provide. And so we discussed that. That is a privately owned facility, and I am constant contact with the owners of that, and impressing upon them weekly how important it is for them to become back active in our community and reinvest back here, because we're missing that.
Indeed, we are. What is the latest on that, or is there?
Well, and again, that's what I was just stating. It is, I'm just in constant contact with the owners. They're out of Chicago. They're a huge conglomerate group. And so I have to impress on them the importance of what it means to our community. And not only that, from loss of jobs, loss of revenue for the city of Jonesboro, but more importantly, something to provide for our whole community. But again, our senior citizens are missing that in a lot of degree for shopping and indoor walking capabilities as well.
So what is the latest with the sports complex?
Well, the sports complex, I'll be happy to give you an update there. And we're involved with it to the standpoint of just listening and hearing the community's wants and needs and desires. And so as I understand it, hopefully within the next month and a half, they'll have a location. That is the first step, is acquiring location, making sure that it meets the qualifications of what the outside committee that was hired to formulate where the best fit would be for Jonesboro. That's the first step. And then the square footage, what it will take, whether it's going to be multiple swimming venues, where indoor soccer, basketball, to what degree this community needs expansion, and to what square footage. as well, what capacity. And then my main thing is to make sure that we can continue to grow. So if we see that growth is needed with the facility, then we have the area to do so. That way we can stay on the grounds that we have. So I'm excited to hear what they make a recommendation, first of all, about where it's going to be. And once that's announced, then what it will handle and how large of a facility. And then they'll move forward from there.
All right. If you are just joining us, we are speaking with Mayor Harold Copenhaver. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to post those on our Facebook Live and we will get to them. Now, Mayor, I always ask this question just because I'm always so fascinated by what they're doing. What is up with the youth initiative?
Wow. And Allie, I'm glad you brought that up because last night they made their year-end first year presentation to City Council. And listen, these are youth that all of our youth in our community need an opportunity to excel. And I truly believe in what their young minds, and we've got to engage them, incorporate them in our community. And this first year, this group, I think, set the standard and tone, and it has grown. We had 49 participants last year. And Allie, I think the unique thing when I first moved here, this community, the diversity wasn't necessarily there, but the diversity in this mayor's youth caucus is spot on. They're so diversified. They represent who and what this community stand for. And so their opinions truly matter and they see that. And I think they were all humbled last night with the opportunity that they had the opportunity to be engaged. They set the tone for next year. And the next year's group, they've already got the committee set up. The engagement has been wonderful. We've got 66 students now participating in the mayor's second. So we grew from 49 to 66. The other thing that I want to say, Allie, is that they have reached out to local businesses and they're trying to find opportunities so they could partner with local businesses in the city of Jonesboro. And I've had several that have already stepped up that have said, if a youth, we can provide internships. So if they stay here in our community, whether it's a 2-year school, 4-year school, or they're developing somewhere in the city of Jonesboro, they'll provide them internships, which means then after they receive a degree or several years of study, that they could have a full-time job right here in Jonesboro. So it's an opportunity that these kids haven't been presented with. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to show them that we have a great community and there's opportunity here. And you can create a great life by being here. And even those that are leaving, they want to come back because they know Jonesboro is a great place to raise a family. So engaging them is key. And you see that excitement and they have great ideas. And the thing about it is we are implementing those ideas. They're working now with some of our junior highs and engaging those youth in the process of what they're doing, right? So it's just it's manifesting itself and it keeps continuing to build. So I'm really proud of them. And as I've told you all along, it's important to engage our youth, but I learn from them as well. And but they come away learning to understand that people in the city that provide services daily to them, to their residents and homes, how much they truly appreciate the job they're doing. And to be honest with you, they had no idea initially what the city did. You know, they might see the mayor's office or they might see another department, but they have no idea that we have 23 departments, that we have 560 employees. And those employees, many have spent their entire life servicing our community. And so with that being said, I'm looking forward to next year and to their local involvement of what the council will be doing. It's a great question.
I too am looking forward to seeing what these young minds are capable of
Absolutely.
achieving and then making greater improvements to the city of Jonesboro. strolling continuously through the jonesboro.org page, I was thrilled to see that in the upcoming events, you guys have KLEK's 5th annual Juneteenth
That's
parade
correct.
and fireworks display.
That's correct. That's correct. We're excited about that. I tell you what, it's going to be here before we know it. We're almost into June. It's hard to believe that this year, half of it's almost over. And so, but a lot of good things are going on. And I'll say, Allie, to that, the city of Jonesboro had so many activities last weekend on Saturday. I attended at least 6 events, and those events ranged from, we had the local Lions Club had the statewide International Lions Club at Embassy Suites. They had their international chairman in from Maine. They saw our community. So many people are coming to our community that haven't been here before, and they're very impressed by what the city of Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas are doing together. And then I attended some events out at the sports complex, and I saw youth with soccer. We had over 1,200 soccer youth. We had 71 baseball teams here last weekend, 12 of which, yes. So you start multiplying that, Allie. You've got 15 youth on each team, and then you have possibly 2 parents, maybe grandparents, and they're in our community from Friday to Sunday. So you can see what that does for the city of Jonesboro. And then you come downtown and you see the Oasis Festival and all the activity and shutting down Main Street and people just walking around, visiting with each other. The weekend weather was wonderful. But that's truly what makes Jonesboro what Jonesboro's about. We do communicate, and we need to do more of that together as a community. And these events do that. And I want people to participate together and be aware of that. So we try here at the city. Bill Campbell does a really good job with his communications department in trying to relay things that are going on in the city of Jonesboro. I will say one area that we don't discuss too much is animal control. And I want to give a shout out to our animal control department. Larry Rogers does a great job there. And that's a hard job because sometimes animals don't find homes. And so there's alternatives that we're always looking for to place these homes. And as we have grown that facility, it's already full. And so Larry told me, I believe this Saturday, we're going to have a shot for animals to receive their vaccines, and they're already full to capacity. They have 412 people enrolled to provide free shots for their animals. So I'm seeing that all over our parks. I'm seeing animals being walked a lot. And so as we advance our trail system in Jonesboro, we're going to be having an additional dog park here and there throughout the community. So those with their pets will have a facility to go to as well and mingle and visit with each other.
Yes. I'm going to go to Facebook Live for just a minute. We had a comment from Mr. Rennell Woods. He says, Mayor, there's a youth Stop the Violent planning meeting tomorrow at 11:45 a.m. downtown at the Glass Factory. Would it be possible to have their mentor or director to attend, or you if possible? I'm guessing he means for the youth council.
And Rennell can just send me a text and I'll be happy to respond to him. He's got my personal cell and he can send me a text and we will try our best to get somebody there. And if I'm available, I'll most certainly be there. I appreciate Rennell reaching out.
Well, Mr. Rennell, you know what to do. Miss Regina Webster, she says she's very excited about this event. And she says,
oops. Are we still on?
okay.
Are we still on, Allie?
We are.
Okay.
Whatever I was knocked off of. Okay. So we have about 10 minutes left. Oh, and Ms. Regina also says much more events like this are needed due to the rise in violence on youth. And I'm guessing she's speaking on the Youth Stop the Violence planning meeting. And I agree, it is something that is much needed. I feel like it's become an issue in Jonesboro. It's not the worst, but it is worse than it's been in the past.
Well, Ally, as we
Or
continue,
perhaps it's just.
let me see.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I think that's as the city of Jonesboro continues to grow, so do other issues. But again, the importance of involving and engaging our youth at all aspects. The Youth Council is just one, but we've got to lead by example. And so it's critical that we continue our churches to continue to engage our youth in activities. It's proven those youth that are involved in particularly school, whether it's athletics or band or choir or additional activities, they don't necessarily get involved in areas that obviously don't lead to a good result. And so we need to continue to engage. And our youth, in my opinion, just need direction. They want to engage. They don't necessarily want to hang out and make decisions that obviously could harm them or others in their future. And so that's not what Jonesboro is about. And we have to show them. So it starts, a lot of it starts at home. We've got to really lead by example, whether it's home, church, and our community. And so again, the more we do that, Ally, the more we're going to engage our youth. This community will set itself once again above others. And I truly believe in that process.
Yes, sir. I happen to agree. Ms. Regina also commented, she said, yes, sir, I wish the churches would work together to create even more youth outreach programs.
Perfect. And I will attest that once a month I have a pastoral meeting up here on the 4th floor, and we have anywhere from sometimes 20 to 25 pastors that are involved in this community, and it's all over the community, and the diversification of the pastoral meeting is very important. And we pray for the community, but more importantly is I provide them what is going on from the city viewpoint, from when it comes to engaging our youth and our safety initiatives that we are engaging in. And I have to commend our police department and fire department in so many ways, because I want these youth to understand one thing. Ally, I will tell you this. I went to school not too long ago, and in that school there were 8 young men, and I asked them, I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they had had troubled past, but what I saw was a unique characteristic. They see an SRO officer every day. Every day they see this SRO officer, and half of those 8 said, I want to grow up to be a policeman, because that SRO officer now had become a trusted figure and a respected figure to them in their daily life, because they see them all the time. And so we have to engage our departments in the community as well. And I would ask anyone in the community that would like to notify our police department. Sergeant Racy does a great job in community outreach, to do so, to reach out to our police department, to get, if they're available, our officers and our community officers out in the community, at churches, at events, to see, and our youth can engage with them. That way they've got conversation and they feel good and they feel like they can talk to them. And so these are things that we need to do and continue to really rise upon.
Indeed. I believe, okay. Mr. Gina is just on. common gun violence is up in Jonesboro. And how do you feel that, well, I think you already spoke to this about how we can handle it. What other aspects do you feel or what other avenues do you feel we can take in order to handle that?
Okay, the first part broke up with me, Allie, did she talk about youth violence?
Gun violence.
Gun violence? You
Yes.
know, again, I think it's just people being aware. And, you know, I hear sometimes of cases that honestly could have been prevented.
Mhm.
Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat.
That's okay.
But it's more of an educational. We have to engage. Families have to engage with their children, and we have to be aware of what they're doing. And you know, they see and they follow, and we need to make sure that they follow people that set good examples. And we need to do the best we can. Like I said, churches are a huge community impact, and the church lead by example. There are elders, there are deacons in there. There are families in our church. Again, I can't say, and many do such wonderful work, but we've got to continue to step up as we grow in this community. We need that educational partnership between our community and our police department to make children aware that there are other opportunities out there instead of going down a road of where you might feel you're accepted, but is it truly the right thing to do? And so it is encouraging to me to see youth in our community that are leading by example, that truly love Jonesboro. They love the community, but we got to provide them the opportunity. And once you do that, I'm telling you, it's the results. We will pay dividends by that. So we've got to engage. We've got to engage.
We have just a few minutes left. Is there anything that you would like to touch on that we have not touched on already?
You know, I think we've covered a lot of bases that we're coming up for the summer, next couple months. I would encourage families and our youth to go to our parks. Our YMCA will be opening the swimming pool here in less than 2 weeks. And that's a great facility. We're going to be investing, Allie, as well, about $1.5 million, a little over $1.5 million in redoing that facility for our youth over by the fire station on Nettleton and Annie Camp. And I would encourage our youth to go to our parks in the summer, participate in the activities, get to know the city's personnel there and become family with them. But utilize our parks, come to downtown, walk around, encourage people, help your neighbors, help them pick up their yards. If we have senior citizens that you know are your next door neighbors, go help them. Be courteous, be kind. And that's what our community is. And so that's my encouragement moving forward. And I look forward to our conversation next month.
All right. There's one last thing that I want to touch on, just going back to Juneteenth. The 19th, that afternoon, we are wanting you to stop by, read the proclamation. You've given us a proclamation since you've been in office, and it started way back when with Mayor Perrin. And it's something that's very important to us, and it's something that is very important, just period. So
absolutely. And I will be there. That is Father's Day, and I will be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And thank you, Allie.
Thank you. With all of that being said, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Brother Cobbs will be coming up in just a little bit for your All Gospel Wednesday. And with that being said, enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for listening and supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
God bless, Allie. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
You too.